Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. Welcome to one or welcome to Friday's segment. Thank you. I don't know where you're watching us from. We are live on one on Facebook. We are live on one on YouTube. We're also live on one on underscore JJ on Twitter. Once again, welcome. Have you ever wondered why so many people today experience depression? While living in the best time. They're living in the best time in human history, having access to the best resources, best resources. Have you ever wondered? The best things in the world, they have access to the best things in the world, things like luxurious homes, luxurious automobiles, luxurious cars. Not to talk about gorgeous, gorgeous women. That's what they are. They have access to. But for some reasons, but for some other people, obtaining all of this, all of the results, depression rather, they're having like, I don't know, there's no contentment. They're still not satisfied. All the automobiles, all the luxurious cars, all the gorgeous women, they're still not contented. Then they start wondering, asking the questions, why are people still depressed? Why are you depressed? That's the question. And that's what we discussed this evening. If someone asks you, why are you depressed? Looking at that question, you can see that where will you start to answer? Depression is not something, it's not like a physical sickness that you can just see. Okay. It's not something that, you know, you can maybe someone can just see you and said, okay, let's take you to the hospital, something like that, because you have a physical injury or something. No, no. Depression. Why are you depressed? You can understand that Christmas is around the corner. To some parents, or for some parents, the impending Christmas comes with a lot of pressure, a lot of strain. Some of them, some of them are concerned about how how they can, how the things, how they can provide for their kids, the state of the economy. They are considering what to get for the kids. What are they going to get for the kids this Christmas coming? Considering how the state of the economy is, it's affecting everyone in so many ways or the other. Okay. So many parents, they have in their mind, what are they going to provide? What are they going to get for their kids this coming Christmas? Some of them are struggling with energy bill. They are struggling with a lot of things, high cost of living, a lot, a lot of things. And all of this brings strains. All of these bring what? Depression. All of this bring stress. You understand? So we're asking this evening, what causes depression? Why are you depressed? Why are you depressed? Why are you depressed? Some of them that are in most of people that are abroad, I don't America, Australia, anywhere in Europe, anywhere in the Western world. Some of them are even considering, they're wondering how they can go back to Africa. Some have not even gone home for a long time. Some of them are depressed. They are thinking, well, how much money they will need to go home. All of this bring depression. Like I said at the beginning, depression is not something that you can see physically. can see someone on the face. Someone might be sad. They might be like, downcast or something. There's something happening to them, but it might not be related to depression. Someone being depressed is a symptom. It's something that you don't lay your hands on. It doesn't come immediately. And most people they are ashamed to say that they are depressed. They're ashamed to say that maybe they need help. So I'm asking this evening, the question this evening is, why are people depressed these days? Why are people depressed these days? Considering that we're living in the world, we're living at the time that everything, if you're looking at everything, you're looking at luxurious, big, 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 amazing, beautiful, looking at beautiful houses, mansions, luxurious cars that you never seen before, different ones. People, different cars. They show off their cars, they show off their houses, they show off their mansions, luxurious cars. Then when you talk about human beings, like beautiful, you can look around them. Handsome men, beautiful, gorgeous women around that you can see if you're browsing through Facebook, if you're browsing through TikTok, if you're browsing through social media, different ones. You can see Instagram, gorgeous women, gorgeous, a lot of them. So, but obtaining all these results, all of them, all these results in depression, okay? All the results in depression rather than contentment. Most of them are not contented. There's no contentment. People are still depressed. People are still depressed. That's why I'm asking this evening. Are you one of them? You're depressed. Maybe you're looking through social media, you're looking at the social media, you're looking at your friends, you're looking at your people around you. They're making a big, a lot of people are showing off. Then because of that, you are depressed. You're down. Why are you depressed? That's what we're discussing this evening. I know most of the questions we're asking on this channel sometimes is things that a lot of people don't want to talk about. They don't want to talk about it. They don't want to look into it. A lot of channels are avoiding discuss about it. But that's what we're discussing here because in this program, in this channel, we're discussing about family issues, things that we experience every day, things that you experience every day in family. And depression is one of them that you, both men and women, they're going through depression, a lot of. And people might not tell you, they will not even like open up to tell you that, man, I'm going through this. They will not tell you that. That is why we're asking, that we're all discussing it this evening. Why are people depressed these days? Why are people depressed these days? Depression it used to be it used to be thought it used to be thought of as a disease at old age. You know what, like disease, it used to be related, it used to be like associated with old people. When you look at a lot of people, you say that when you talk about someone depressed, you look at it, it's associated with old people, right? It used to be like that. But nowadays, youngsters are even complaining. Youth, teenagers are complaining of depression. Maybe you might say it's because of result of what? Social media. Constant struggle, right? I think we're getting our first caller today. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening. Welcome to Wano.
Thank you so much. My
Okay.
name is Godsent. I'm calling in to make an input in the program. I'm enjoying the topic today.
Okay.
It's
If
an
I'm
interesting topic.
Yeah, welcome, good evening. Welcome. If I may ask, where are you calling from, sir?
Yeah, I'm calling from Riyadh.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. Can go on. We're discussing about depression. Why are people depressed these days?
Yes, the topic about depression is one of the major challenges that a lot of people are facing most recently. Because of several circumstances, surrounding most individuals.
Mhm.
Because this depression can come as far as from childhood. A lot of people passes it based on what they suffered, maybe sexual abuse or all that during childhood, and they go on and go on and go on and suffer it till even the adult age.
Okay.
So it's quite a big challenge, a major challenge. Most people they've been having good time in life. All of a sudden something comes up and they find themselves not doing well again. They start looking back where they came from, where they are going to, a lot of things. And you notice it majorly when you start feeling the urge of not living anymore. Like you don't want to see tomorrow, like you want everything to end today.
Oh gosh.
So is a big problem. It's
Okay.
a
You
big problem.
when
So
you sorry when you I'm not trying to interrupt you. When you're talking about when someone is like you haven't feeling that urge not to live again, is it when you're talking maybe it's a person is having thought of suicidal or something like that? Is that what you're referring to?
no, not like suicide. That moment when you feel like everything, the load is too much.
Okay.
You feel like you can't bear it anymore.
Mhm.
That's when the depression sets in.
Okay.
Not like taking your life, like you don't know how to handle your situations, your challenges anymore. You
Mhm.
can't face them anymore.
Okay.
You know. So a lot of things, you start feeling depressed. You start getting tired of facing your challenges. You start feeling, less concerned about those things anymore. So that's uh, that's part of it. Is a big challenge.
Oh.
It's a big challenge, and most
Mhm.
times we cause it for ourselves too.
Um,
Most times unknowingly we cause ourselves depression.
how do you mean?
Yeah, because you see, you made mention of social media life and all those things. Most times you try to live lives that are not ours. We try to live life that we can't live. Then, if we can't meet up with that, then we start feeling depressed. A whole lot of things. It touches a wide range of activities that happens in one's life. Most times are out of drugs too. Many people are involved in drugs. You
Okay.
know,
Mhm.
so a lot of things causes it.
So when you're talking about
So,
the
that's
living a life that you maybe you're referring to social media. Is it by like when, for example, you're looking at your friends or you're looking at people around or your people that you admire, the way maybe they are showing off their lifestyle and everything. So it brings a lot of pressure.
yeah, generally,
Mm.
actually, most times you get influenced by what you see. Most times you rate yourself based on what you see in the social media. You
Mhm.
find yourself thinking, why can't I measure up with so and so person? Why can't I measure up with this? While personally you might be doing well, but you're overrating yourself,
Mm.
comparing yourself with the outside world, with pictures and videos that you don't know where they were created. Most of those things influence us, to think we are not doing well, to think we are not going forward, to think, a lot of things are not actually okay. You understand?
That
So
you're behind.
that's part of those things. Yes.
Oh.
So we overrate ourselves,
Mm.
and that puts us into such kind of depression. Then when you try to meet up and you're not making it, you're feeling depressed. You're feeling things are not working. You're feeling life is difficult,
Okay. Mm.
because you are actually, you know, going beyond your limits.
Okay.
So a lot of things actually is a good topic you have tonight.
Thank you so much. I appreciate.
I must commend you. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. And Thank you for your call. Really appreciate that.
Thank you so much.
Hello, the line is free. Call one on now on +44 744 982 3876. Call now. The line is free. Okay, the line is free. You can call. Why are you depressed? Why are people depressed these days? The gentleman that just left now pointed out a lot of things. There are most times when you are looking around people, maybe your friends, or you're looking on social media, you're just feeling that maybe they're leaving you behind, that you're not meeting up to the pace of what is out there. And because of that, it brings a lot of pressure. And that pressure brings depression. And because of that, you're feeling that you're not doing nothing. You're not doing anything. That you need to work, you need to do this. I'm trying. Well, it means to like push yourself and you knowing that you cannot go any further. You can't go anywhere. You can't go any further. Nothing. There's nothing you can do. Instead of you to realize or to like believe that you are going on your own pace, and it brings pressure. Hello, good evening. Welcome to Wano.
Evening.
Hello, Johnson. Welcome. Yeah.
Yeah, Johnson Colin.
Okay.
Yeah, I so much love the topic. You said, why are we depressed?
Yeah, why are people depressed these days? Looking if you if you're considering the time we are living in, looks like everything is everything is luxurious, everything is like beautiful, but people are still depressed. Why are people being depressed these days more than compared to our parents' time? Why are people depressed these days?
Many things can cause depression. Here in Nigeria, we suffer it, but we do manage it somehow. But in Western world, when people are being depressed there, you see a lot of them committing suicide, killing themselves, doing all things. But if I may mention the things that can cause depression, are you getting me?
Yeah, go on.
There are many. Many people are being depressed because of bullying. Bullying. Do you hear me?
Yeah, go on. I'm listening.
Yeah. Then, two, people are being depressed,
Mm-hmm.
understand, when they lost their dearest one.
Mm-hmm.
It can cause depression.
Mm-hmm.
Many are many are depressed because of family issue.
Yeah.
Understand?
Mm-hmm.
People are being depressed when they are lonely. Loneliness can cause depression.
Okay.
Understand?
Okay.
So depression can cause when you are taking too much drugs, hard drugs, and alcohol. Understand? There are a lot of them. There are
Okay.
a lot of them that can cause depression. Depression can, when you lose your job, it can lead to depression.
Yeah.
So I believe these ones I said,
Okay.
to me, the things that can cause depression to one.
Yeah, you mentioned a lot of things that can cause depression, but if you
Yeah.
just hold on 1 minute, let me see if I can pick up this call. Hold on, I'll put you on hold.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, welcome to Wano. Good evening.
Yeah, my name is Kensley.
Hello, Kesley, welcome.
Jim, I'm calling from Nigeria. I so much love the topic we are discussing
All right.
tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I think, like you said, you made mention of contentment.
Okay.
These days, I think is the major factor that is affecting this contemporary to depression. When these days people search for more
Mm-hmm.
in whatever thing they are doing, they compare themselves with others,
Mm.
they long for what others have,
Mm.
and that makes them feel so, they feel so frustrated when they do not have it. They look at what someone have achieved,
Mm-hmm.
and inside them they will feel so depressed. Even at some point, they will just, have it at fullness of expense of hurting others
Mm-hmm.
just to achieve to the level other persons have attained to.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the major problem the contemporary this dispensation is suffering now.
Mm-hmm.
Why depression is so much these days. You know, they don't even care what they will do just to attain to that level. Other persons have then they are ready to commit crime,
Mm-hmm.
do whatever thing. And when they could not make it, you see depression taking over them. And you see them too, when you feel so empty inside you,
Yeah.
when you don't believe yourself, you can do anything again,
Mm-hmm.
genuinely,
Okay.
you feel depression coming.
Okay.
When you cannot find meaning to your own self, when you cannot locate your bearing, the potential which God have deposited in us,
Mm.
when you not, when you cannot already find out what God have already put in you, you feel so empty and your soul will be empty. Depression takes over. But when you believe
Mm-hmm.
that God who have made you, who have put energy, potentials and gifts in you,
Mm.
and you focus on God,
Mm-hmm.
depend on Him, He will motivate you. Whatever thing you are doing, without looking at others' achievement, everybody has his own point, his own meeting point in life.
Okay.
Everybody cannot achieve the same thing at the same time. That's why they said turn by turn is for life.
Okay.
Life is turn by turn. Impatient drive someone to depression when you can't have patience,
Mm-hmm.
following the nature the way it goes with you, and you try to do more. You see depression taking over you. But I think, in my own way, contributing ways which can help somebody come out of depression. I think when you start loving yourself, when you're enjoying alone time,
Mm-hmm.
yourself with God, finding the potential God have deposited in you, concentrating on your business, whatever thing you are doing, focusing on it, putting energy, you see yourself established. Depression cannot take over you. Someone who is so focused in life can never be depressed.
Okay.
I also see when you realize that life is full,
Mm.
you live it at its fullness.
That's it. That's
Every
it.
leisure,
Mm.
every leisure, any time you just have, any spare time, use it wisely. You see, depression can never do what?
Take over.
Take over you.
Okay.
And
Great.
communication is very okay.
Okay.
When you have good communication, you can never see yourself being depressed.
All right.
Because in every situation, when you open up, solution comes.
Okay. Thank you so
Two,
much.
the Bible says two is better than one. So when you have a good communication gap, you can never be depressed.
All right.
I also,
Mm-hmm. Go.
I also
Go.
want to say when you also determine, you know, looking at someone's achievement and believing in yourself you can do greater, not comparing it and seeing yourself as a weakling.
Mm.
When you compare yourself and motivate yourself to be better
Mm-hmm.
by developing yourself
Mm-hmm.
than comparing it negatively, which can cause what? Depression. But
Depression.
when you compare yourself with somebody and give yourself energy and focus that when you mind your own self,
Mm.
you will do better than that person. So that is my only little contribution tonight.
Uh,
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Kinsley. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Appreciate
Well,
that. Okay. Yeah, he said a lot of things. He said a lot, pointed out a lot of places, a lot of things that people are not contented. When you have when you believe in yourself, When you start loving yourself, when you start doing things for you to better yourself, that it gives you that contentment. You're not in any competition with anybody. Understand? So with that, you have you have um you have peace in you. And peace brings what? Contentment. You focus on what you are doing, not what others are doing. You focus on you. Understand? You know, that's what we're talking about this evening. Why are people depressed these days? Why are people depressed these days? Why are people depressed these days? You know, the line is free. Call one on now on +44 744 982 3876. Call now. The line is free. Yeah, the line is free now. You can call the line. You can call now. You can if you call now, you can go through. Okay, the line is free. Call. We're discussing on why are people depressed? Why are people depressed these days? If you're looking at what we said at the beginning, you said that when you see things around us, social media, most of our parents, in their age, comparing to 20 years ago, it wasn't this way. A lot of things, beautiful things. Now we have electric cars, Tesla, different cars, different luxurious cars, different ones around. Look at houses. Houses are getting bigger, luxurious houses, mansions. Then you look around you, see men are getting handsome, all right? Women, ladies are getting gorgeous. They're taking good care of themselves. People are doing exercises, doing a lot of things. All of that, upon all of that, everything. You can have a mobile phone. You have everything that you need in just in a piece of mobile phone. In a gadget, you have everything inside. Emails, everything you want in just a piece of gadget. Upon that little gadget brings what? Depression. People are more depressed these days. Why? Why are people depressed these days? Upon all of this, they're supposed to bring joy, bring happiness, bring everything in why. People are not still not contented. They are not they don't have that contentment inside of them. Instead, bring in what? Bring depression. Depression. And that's what we're discussing this evening. Why are people de- depressed these days? Why are people depressed? Why are people depressed these days? The line is open. Call me. I would like to hear from you. Why are people depressed these days? Why? Why are people depressed these days? Why are people depressed? I said that depression used to be thought as it used to be thought of as a what disease of old age, yeah. But nowadays, youngsters are complaining of depression. Maybe I said as a result of social media. Many of them are complaining of depression, constant struggle with their self-image. You know, they want to look more good, which is not bad. But with with that constant struggle, their self-image brings a lot of what? It brings majority of them are depressed, despairing about what they are doing. They are despairing about what they are doing. Their image, their own bodies, everything. It brings a lot of what? Depression. It brings a lot of stress, strain. They're complaining, comparing themselves to others, comparing themselves with their friends, comparing. All of that brings depression. Why? Why are people comparing? Why people depressed these days? Say some people depressed as a result of child trauma. Child trauma from childhood, they have that trauma and they are unable to overcome it. They are unable to shrug it off with them on daily basis. Trauma, trauma they had from childhood, they carry on till they don't talk about it. They don't discuss it with anyone. They just carry it along with them. They carry it going. Because of that, accumulate, accumulate. They start being depressed. Like what the gentleman said. He said what? That it get to the stage where they don't want to even to do anything. They don't want to move forward. They don't want to go out. They don't want to talk to anyone. Some people they see them, they staying indoors. They just doing things just like that. They don't want to associate with people because they are depressed. Depressed. When you are looking around, comparing yourself to others, comparing yourself to people, comparing it brings a lot of depression. It brings a lot of depression. It brings a lot of stress. It brings a lot of stress. You know. Yeah. Hello, Johnson.
Yeah, I was battling with network issue. Please, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I told you
Well,
to. I'm still gonna put you on hold. Yeah, sorry about that. For the interruption. So not I got a call.
okay.
So, like what you were saying, go on.
Yeah. I was saying, I said, what to make someone to be depressed? There are numerous of them. Like I mentioned earlier on, I say when we are being bullied, it can cause depression.
Okay. It-
We lost our dearest one. When we lost our dearest one, it can cause depression.
all right. I want.
Understand?
Yeah.
Family.
I wanted to. I wanted just to like point on what I want to pick up something from what you said at the beginning. He said something last time when you called. He said that in depression in Nigeria that people handle it better compared to
Yeah,
people here in the
Western
West,
world.
in the Western world. How do you mean? Can you
Yeah.
explain that? Can you just put a more light on it? How do
Okay.
people back in Nigeria and Africa handle it more compared to people here?
Okay.
Mhm,
You know why I say so is if one is being depressed in Nigeria,
mm,
understand,
mhm,
you can handle the situation by dying gradually. You can be dying gradually. Maybe you will not, since you cannot confine with someone, you cannot disclose it with someone, you'll be battling it within yourself. The one will be depreciating. When you see somebody, you see somebody like a walking ghost within you, you'll be depreciating. Understand?
mm,
But in the Western world, anything that one can enjoy in Nigeria,
mm,
in Western world, you see someone, when you are being depressed, you feel that all hope is lost. That lead, you can see someone going to kill himself, committing suicide, using God to shoot himself, maybe taking poison,
mm,
killing himself, using hand to kill himself. The difference here in Nigeria, one cannot use his hand to kill himself. Rather, he will be looking at all those things, hoping that maybe when the thing just weigh him down or her down, then he can pass off. But in Western world, they can't endure hardship. Many things we endure here. In Western world, they cannot endure it somehow. That's the meaning why I said in Western world, it killed them more than here in Nigeria.
but that's
I don't think whether sense.
I understand, but you shouldn't have put it that way because this is really is bad. It's really it cannot even compare because here I compare if you in the Western world they recognize that's the depression. They recognize that some people are depressed. They can like diagnose it. They're gonna you have to take treatment over it and all that. I know that some people take their life and all that over depression. Some people just like maybe they cannot take it anymore, they kill themselves. Compared to Africa, where like what you said, some of them might not even say anything. They just dying gradually, lonely, which is not good. It's not right. It's something
Yeah.
that I know that most times in Africa, when you cannot even open your mouth and say that you're depressed. People will laugh. They will laugh at
Yeah.
you. They will not ask you, "What are you talking about? How can a grown up man like you, a grown up woman like you, talk about depression? What is depression? What do you mean by even depression? That you cannot wake up and go to work? Come on, stand up and go to work." They will laugh over it because none of them believe that someone can be depressed. That you can even have even you. And what I'm talking about, they will laugh over it. They will make a
Yeah.
mockery. They will make a mockery. Yeah, they will make a mockery of you. They will not take you serious. You understand? And
Yeah.
I see that a lot of people, even younger people, they are trauma, what they're passing through every day. They'll be depressed, but they don't know
Yeah.
that they are depressed. And okay, yeah, I understand where you're coming from. That they can just because they can't say anything, they can just live with that. I understand. I understand where
Yes.
you're coming from,
Then,
and
yeah.
which is not good, which is not right. And you see a lot of people they're angry at every time, every little thing they're angry because they are depressed and they cannot express their feelings. They cannot relate to people.
They are feeling,
Yeah.
express their
Mm,
feelings. Yeah.
okay. That's
Thank God. That's the reason why we have a program like this. Understand?
mm,
Thank God at least is quite educating. Understand? I believe, yeah, anyone listening to it now, at least you can now open up. You cannot share your problems or your agony with someone so
okay.
that to lessen the pressure, the
Oh,
pressure of the press
okay.
in one.
All right.
Yeah,
Thank you so much. Thank you.
you're welcome.
All right.
Thank God.
Okay. This is we we've been if you notice we've been putting out a flyer for celebrating birthdays with us in here in Wano. When we talk about people celebrating birthday with us, we put out some flyers, we put out something like this. You celebrate with a birthday with us, we put a number out there, you can send a picture or something to one or you send a picture or you send just the name of the person that was celebrant or something that we're gonna like celebrate with you here in Wano. I think we have a celebrant this evening. Uh, let me see if I can get that. Okay. Yes. All right. Happy I think with that we we can like celebrate with you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Aisha Kita. Um, thank you, and God bless you to your new age. All right, welcome back. Welcome back. We're discussing on why people are depressed these days. A lot of people have called and voiced their opinion and their thoughts. You can still you can put on a comment section if you don't feel like calling, you can put on comment section. I can read them out. Understand? And nothing we have to say is this, yeah. Please, guys, we need to share this program. We need to share this program to you. Share it to your link. Share it to your friends. Share the program with your contacts. Understand? We need to involve a lot of people. We need to invite people to this program because we are doing something good here. We're doing something good, and we want everybody to participate. We want your loved ones to participate. Understand? Subscribe. Let them subscribe. Let them share this program to your links. Let them just like or your contact there. Just share the program. Let them know. Most people might not know, and there are people that are going through what we're discussing this evening: depression. They're going through depression. But listening to what we're discussing and all that, they will just know that they are not alone. This is something that happening with a lot of people. Understand? You're talking about depression. You can see that some people there are a lot of people that maybe some people they broke up. They are just coming out from divorce or they coming out from a very bad relationship. They separated from someone, and because of that, it brings depression with it. They separated from someone. Maybe they're going through divorce. All of that bring depression. It brings depression with it. They are depressed because of that. They might not say anything. They can't speak. There are some people due to stress, due to stress, a lot of stress. Stress brings depression. They cannot cope with the stress they are passing through. They can't cope. There are some women that have children at home. They have children at home. They're looking after the children, everything with children having the children they have at home with the housework and everything. They cannot cope. They are depressed. They are depressed. It's something that some people might not even notice that they are depressed. They might be looking at it as if maybe they are just down. Maybe they are just sad. Maybe it's just of our workloads they have and all of that. They might not notice that they are depressed. Understand? Depression, depression is I like what the gentleman that called, Kinsley called, he said that when you start noticing that you are being depressed, or maybe you're feeling that urge of depression is coming into you or something, that with that time you can talk to people, you can relate to people around you. You can just like do what? Try to turn around, look inside of you, look inner, and start noticing. Try to do what to benefit you. Start looking up to yourself. Try to be better. You shouldn't be looking at others. Maybe something that maybe you're looking at people around you, looking at people, maybe your friends and loved ones, people like you, saying that maybe, yeah, you are lacking behind. You're not doing well. You're not doing that. You're not meeting up. Everyone is leaving you behind. Some of your mates, maybe they're in university. Some of them are just like maybe they get married. Some of them, they are doing, a lot of people are doing things, and you saying to yourself, maybe you're not doing anything. You are just one place. You are just one place. With that brings depression. And now you start like doing what? You don't want to associate with people anymore. You don't want to go out anymore. You don't want to meet up with people anymore. You just like feeling down. You should come out of your shell. Come out. Everybody has their own turn. We are all different. The way our faces are different. That's the way our life and what? Our future, our destinies are different. Everybody has their own time. The only thing is just that you have to manage yours. Instead of comparing yourself to others, comparing yourself to around you, comparing yourself to people on social media, and look, instead of doing that, look inside of you and do what? Be contented with what you have at that moment. Then work on from there, work gradually. Have a focus on something that you want to do. Start loving yourself. Start loving yourself and start doing something for you. Do you understand? We're discussing about why are people depressed these days. The way things are in the world at the moment, if you look around, everything, like seriously, we're having the best life. We're having the best life at our disposal. We're having it. Smartphones are everywhere, smart TVs, everything is going to smart. Everything. Smart cars, luxurious cars. Now we're going smart houses. Some houses that you don't even need key to open the door. You just use your voice. The door will open. Come on, it's amazing. You don't use keys to open cars anymore, to even start ignition. You use your hands. That's amazing. Everything goes smart. Everything goes smart. Even human beings now going smart as well. They're pimping people now. You see the people, these people transform. Some people from women, they go to man. You see how someone yesterday is a woman, today is becoming a man. They're being transformed. A lot of things, different things coming up. All of that. People supposed to be happy, enjoying, but why so much pressure? Why people being depressed? Why a lot of people being depressed? Why are you depressed? Why are you depressed? Why are you depressed? We talked about self-image, especially among the young, the youth, among the young adults, the youth, teenagers. Self-image, self-image. Snapchat, Instagram brings a lot of depression. They are watching their mates, they are watching their friends, they are watching celebrities, they're watching everyone. People showing, like I said, smart houses. They're showing all their luxurious cars and everything. And they are looking at them, comparing, asking when it's going to be their own turn. Because of that, it brings depression. They are depressed. They are depressed. They don't want to go out anymore. They don't want to associate with their friends anymore. Some of them even don't want to go back to school. They don't want nothing to do with people. Why? Because of self-image. Self-image, which is what killing a lot of youths now, killing a lot of young ones. Because of that self-image, you want to have your own luxurious car, have your own luxurious house, but you don't even having a job. You don't even have any job. You don't have a job. You don't have one. So how do you expect to have all of that? You're looking at others on Facebook and all, looking at others on Instagram. You're looking at others on social media. They're showing off their cars and everything. Now you don't have any. You don't have any job, but it brings pressure, brings stress because of what? Self-image. Self-image. Why are people depressed these days? Why are a lot of people depressed? Are depressed. Depressed. Why? Then you talk about loneliness. Loneliness. That is something that many people they don't put into consideration. They don't put into consideration about loneliness. Loneliness. Some women that they lost their husbands, some men that lost their wives, some children that lost their parents. People that lost the people that they love so much, people that relate to them so much, their loved ones. And it brings loneliness. It brings that loneliness. And loneliness brings depression because you're your own all the time you're thinking. All the time you're thinking. That person that you are always relating to, that person you always talking to, the person that when you having that feeling, you're down a bit, you take your phone to call them, you chat with them, or you can go to their house, your best friend, someone that you can talk to, and death just took that person away from you. Brings a lot of depression because you're missing someone. Most of them are lonely. They will not open up to tell you that they're lonely. Some elderly people that are living alone, in isolation, on their own, just them. The only companion they have is maybe they have a dog or just their TV. They have someone to talk to. They are lonely. They are depressed. They're depressed. They're depressed. Loneliness brings a lot of depression. A lot. We're discussing about why are people depressed these days? Why are people depressed these days? Why are people depressed? The gentleman that called Johnson, he said back in Africa, he was comparing, he said that people, when they are depressed, they cannot speak out. They cannot say anything because of what? So that people will not laugh at them. They will not make mockery of them. Some are ashamed to even say that. Some are ashamed to say that they are depressed. They are ashamed to say that they are stressed to the point of what? They cannot cope anymore because of what people will say, because of what people around them will say. Because of that, they're dealing and living with depression. According to him, he said some people are dying slowly. They are dying slowly. They're depreciating every day. Before, to the extent that the only time people will know what is happening to them is maybe when they are hospitalized or when they're on their sick bed. But they've been depressed for so long because of that victimization. People were looking at them, like laughing at them. Mostly men too. How can you say that you're depressed? A big boy like you. How can you even open your mouth and say something like that, that you're depressed? Without knowing that depression is not written on the faces. You can't see someone in the face and they just write on their forehead, this person is depressed. No, it's the battle of inside, something that you're fighting with your inner mind on a daily basis. Because you cannot speak out, you cannot relate to people, you cannot confide in people, you are ashamed of people, like, laugh at you, people gonna, like, take a monkey, take a piece of you, maybe like they're gonna be laughing at. Because of that, you don't want even to like open up, you don't want to say that. And people are just living every day with what? Depression. They just live every day. Some people have that sickness, they have illness. Maybe you can say people that they have don't know how to explain it. Maybe doctor have always prescribed, just like, diagnose something, tell them sickness, one sickness or the other they're having. With that, bring depression. They're thinking about their loved ones, they're thinking about their children, they're thinking about what are they going to do with the illness they have, with the sickness they have, in what way can they cope? That thought, it just brings stress. That thought bring depression. They are depressed. All of that. And that's what people going every day. Going a lot of people going through every day. Why are you depressed? Why are you depressed? Why are you depressed? It's good that you speak out. It's good that you speak out. Don't just keep it to yourself. Don't just stay there. Don't just, start feeling that you're alone. No, no. If you speak out, people will find a way to help you. People will help you. There are other ways you can even like come out of depression. Speak out, talk, confide in ones that love you. Talk to them. Tell them how you're feeling. Find find organizations that help. If you have a doctor, you can speak to your doctor. Speak to your people that can listen to you. Let them understand what you are going through. It's not only you that having this. It's not just don't think that you're alone. Don't think that you're alone. Speak out. Talk. Relate to people around you. These people here in the world, in the Western world, maybe here in the UK, you can speak, take your phone and call the Samaritans. The number is there. Call them and let to them. Talk to people. You cannot just live with depression or stay on your own when you are depressed. There are helps out there. Then people in Africa, especially Nigeria, you're feeling worked up. You're feeling down. Talk. Relate to people around you. Talk to your loved ones. Speak to your people. Speak to your parents or speak to people that can listen to you. Let them know what you're going through. Let them understand what you're feeling. Because if you don't speak out and you're living daily, consistently with depression, gradually, it will eat you up. It will take over your body. It might lead to different diseases that you don't even know. Those things. eh, The only thing I'll say, I just want to let you know this evening is that depression, depression, once you are feeling depressed, you're feeling down, you cannot do it anymore. You're feeling that you don't want to live anymore. You don't have the power. You don't have the zeal to even wake up. You don't have the zeal to do anything. You need to speak. You need to talk to somebody. You need to talk to somebody. And another thing I want to leave you with before we close is that you are not alone. You're not alone. It happens to people. It happens to every one of us once in a while. But once you have loved ones around you, have people, good people around you, they will help you out. You will overcome it. You will overcome it. Okay. If you are with us to this time, I would like to say thank you. And like I said at the beginning, I said, please, please share this program. Talk to your loved ones on your contacts, on your Facebook or Instagram, contacts you have on your phones. Share them. Put it out there. Let people know what we are doing here. You that is following us every day, say thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate that. But we need more people to enjoy what you are enjoying as well. You understand? Also, don't forget that we started celebrating birthdays. We started celebrating birthdays. Okay? Join us. It's there. We started celebrating birthdays. want you to send it to the number that is on the screen. There's a number there. +447449823876. All right. Send the name of the person. You can send the picture as well. We will call it out. We will celebrate birthday with you. Send a picture to the number that is on the screen. We will celebrate your birthday with you or your loved ones. The number is on the screen. WhatsApp +447449823876. We celebrate your birthday with you. Understand? On that note, we'll be finishing this evening. We're closing this evening. I'll say thank you so much for staying with us to this time. Remain blessed.